Everybody, Double P here. Welcome back. So in today's trading session for Thursday, December the 9th, 2021, we attacked Docusign, and let me go through everything really quickly here because I don't want to take all day with this one here. So here's my account that you see here. If I'm not looking at you as I'm talking over there, I'm looking at my screen. So you see it's a full margin account. And let me come over here to, if you say, well, why does it say partially delayed data? No problem. Let me click on that there. So again, I got to go through this. So stock is in real time. So at New York Stock Exchange, Amex, and NASDAQ, all real-time feeds. Futures, options, I don't trade them, so I don't need feeds for them. Forex is real time, others in real time. So full-blown margin account there for you. So today's trade was Docusign. Let's get into it and why it was so, let me click that off there, profitable. So what do? Step one, we always draw the box. When we draw the box, we know exactly when we want to get into a position and when we want to get out of a position and how we're going to move inside of a position, right? So you see right here, where did Docusign open up? Docusign opened up above the box. So when Docusign opens up above the box, Docusign is going to rip, right? And as you see here, Docusign ripped, which is a good thing. But you have to understand what's going on with Docusign. Docusign took a beating last week. It dropped like 20, 30, 40% last week. So of course, this week it's going to have a rip, right? But when that rip comes that dip, right? And it comes that downside, and you can see it right there. As we're doing this live in real time, Docusign just tanked, right? It hit the high, then it just tanked. So what did I do? Well, I came over here and I'm looking at the options. So as you can see right here, I'm mapping out my price, profit potentials, and I'm mapping out exactly when I want to get in. Forgive me there, let me get some water. So, as you see right now, Docusign is where are we at now? It's 153, it's 152, it's just taking a beating. So when we map all that out, we know, right? I've got the rate of change down here, and I've got my trading strategy. I know it's got, and I got my 20. So you see here, I got my 20 right here, got my 200. And Docusign gets up so high, then it just rips and proceeds to just take a gigantic dump. So what did I do? I waited for my moment. So let's come over here. So spoiler alert, you'll see the spoiler alert, but don't look at what I made today. Look at what I sent out to my troops. So on my troops, I sent out a trade at 10:02. Right, you see the trade here, momentum trade, bought to open December 10th, 21, Docusign 155, strike put at 270. I told my guys to get 5 contracts. I screwed up on the contracts. I usually tell my guys to get about 10 to 15 to 20 contracts. So I hope what they did is they got more than 5 contracts. And if they saw that, they saw, what's Double P thinking there? He usually sends out more. We're looking at plus 40%. Tight 12% stop loss on this particular underlying. So let's go over 10:02. So what happened at 10:02? So let's scroll over here to 10:02. And again, like I said, what we do is we look at the 5-minute chart. We take our setup on the 5-minute chart. Then we drop down to the 2-minute chart or the 1-minute chart to do our trades, and that's how we do our trades, right? So over here, if you want, let's go over to the 5-minute chart for our setup, right? So let me open that up there. Let me move this back over here for you. So on the 5-minute chart, look at what we're doing, right? I had to watch these candles. I had to watch that rip to make sure it was an actual rip. That was a three candle bar rip, right? And I got in actually late. So at 10:02, let's see. So let's move this back over to the 2-minute so that you can see it. Let me open that up. So let me open that up here for you. So 10:02. So here, right on this candle, that's when we got into the trade. And as you see here, it just continues to just plummet. That was a great trade. Yeah, it went up. It didn't hit my stop out, right? Which is going to be right around here in the middle. It tagged it probably once, twice, and then it just sputtered, ripped. My guys probably got out early, but if they stayed in, they stayed in. So you can see here on the option side, I told them when to get in. I got in at 270. I couldn't get 270 here. You know what? Let me do this right here. Let me open this up. Let me edit the properties so that you see it properly. Because someone's going to say, well, why does it say 271 when you got in at 270? Okay, so there. Let's edit that. Here's my stop out at less than 250. That was my stop out. If it dropped below that, never did, right? And never dropped below 250, right? So 270. This is my first profit. I'm looking at 350. Remember what the text alert was? 40% profit, right? So let's come over here to 40% profit. You'll see 40% profit right there, right? So if you want, let's do the calculator. Let's do it together. So let's go 270 plus 40% so that you see it, 378, right? So 378 is 40%. But what do I always tell you? I always tell you that you want to make sure that when you're scaling into a contract and you want to scale out of a contract, you want to make sure that you're taking profits on the way up, right? So what do I do here? That's my entry at 270, 352, 377. Look at where Docusign hit a high of the option is 469. That's the high of the day as I'm still cutting this video right now. And look where we hit, we got out, right? So I took a bigger trade today than what my guys that I sent out to my guys. So spoiler alert, you see exactly what happened there with the spoiler alert. You know how much money I made today. So there we go, profit for the day, $39.85. So don't copy and steal my stuff. Thank you very much. So if you like this video, you like what I've been trying to show you and help you over the last, I don't know, I think it's been 3 months now that we've been doing videos. There's a link somewhere in this video, left, right, up, down, a link to the site, head on over. Got a great community, got a lot of experienced traders, but I'm showing you the strategy, right? This is the strategy. This is the core strategy. The core strategy is mapping out the box, right? When you map out the box, you're going to know exactly where and when and how to trade, right? And even though it ripped, we know Docusign was on a bounce because last week it took a beating and most of this week. So we knew it was going to go up and we knew it was going to, the CEO actually bought shares, right? There's nothing more comfortable and more confident to investors is when the C-level management and the board of directors and everybody else starts buying back shares of the company. Why did they buy back shares? Because they took a beating last week after earnings, right? And then the CEO says, "Oh my God, I got to go buy some shares. I got to instill confidence in the marketplace, and I have to instill confidence in my investors." So what does he do? He goes out and buys back shares, right? So what does that do? It gives the stock a little bit of a pop, right? Because investors say, "Oh, well, this is pretty good," all right? But don't let that fool you. That's a bull trap, right? I mean, if you wanted to take this trade on the 2-minute candle or 5-minute candle, that was a great trade to take on the opening because it ripped, right? So, you know, from like literally from, let's see, where did it open at? 9:30 opened at 155, right? So, I mean, it ripped. That was like what? 155, 5, 8. My math is all messed up here. 155, so 60 is 5. And yeah, so it ripped like almost like $8, right? Can't do simple math today. So, but that was a bull trap, right? That was a classic bull trap because look what happened. Look at what happened. This is a ski slope to the downside. This is a classic staircase ski slope pattern that I look for, that I have inside of my course, that I train my traders on to look for and to say what goes up must come down. When it goes up on a staircase pattern, it's going to go right down viciously to the downside in a ski slope type of a pattern, which is what it did, right? So that's the strategy. That's the overall arcing strategy. And that's one of the strategies that we have in the Platinum Traders Beta Testers group. So if you like what you see, come on over and join us, and we'll see you on the other side. So for my members that are watching this recap here, I'm going to show my members. This is inside of the course. Everything I'm teaching you right now is inside of the course. If you're just going through the course, you're just getting into the course, this course is extensive. So you have to be patient. You have to walk through the course. You have to make sure you understand the foundation of what I'm teaching you. You understand how to do the trades and how to look for the patterns, and then how to execute, and then how to get in and how to get out, take your profits. This is all inside of the course, right? So with that being said, this is Double P, over and out. Hope you enjoyed that video. Take care, everybody.